Hey guys, I want to give another update to an almost finished ElCaPoocho. Wanted to touch base on a couple things. I keep calling the original engine, the 289, a CC. It's actually a CI, which is a 289 cubic inch vehicle. So anyways, I've done some progress on it. This is more of leaning toward a steampunk build. I've made a lot of progress, and I'm not convinced on the paint job yet, and I've been trying to do some work with gold metal foil, or bare metal foil, and the copper is not really working too well, and so I'm probably going to have to strip this down and paint it, but I wanted to give an update. So a couple of bits of progress. I've made some detail work on the bike and the interior. I got the headlight bracket in, so to speak. The coolest part is I got the grill in, and it hides a lot of the screw-ups where I had cut kind of haphazardly there, but you can still see the belt. And I've got excuse me, I've got a little cut here, or a little touch-up here to do with the copper air intake, but all of that's looking sharp. And like I said, the bed is a work in progress. I was looking to see how the copper looked. So we're going to take this apart and kind of show it to you in more detail. I've done some initial detail on the motorcycle, and I'll try to give some more light on this, but boom. Sorry. So, like I said, the copper foil is not adhering too well, and I'm seeing a lot of defects in the sanding technique. But as far as the motorcycle goes, I did do some extra detailing. If you can tell up front, it's got the two the forks, the spokes, so to speak, separated. I'd like to do some more detail sanding there and kind of bring that in so you can see more of the tire. But the handlebars are more defined, and the space beneath the bike is more defined. Obviously, because I keep touching it, the paint that I've done to the tires is coming off. So, and it's really just the initial phase. I'm going to strip this down and do it again. I was going for like a black and copper look. So this is the body, and the rear bed wall is in place. So I'm going to pull this apart. Talk about the interior here. Right now, this is still as it was last time with the lifts on it. I've got to build out this area back here, and I've kind of been waiting because I'm really wanting to do a hinge for the tailgate. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it in a reasonable amount of time. So kind of giving up on that, and it's going to be a fixed tailgate in the down position, but the bike is going to be able to open. So I've got to be able to fill in this gap here, allow the bike to go into that slot, but still come off. And if you can see that little lift there, it's going to be vacating in that area right there. So you pull this off, pull the little bed off, tail back wall, just temporarily in place. And you can see more detail on the grill. I just found some mesh. I wanted to build a little bit of a wall there, but I can't find a thin enough styrene to kind of make it look like the radiator wall on the 57. I've done some detail to the grill with the red and the blue in the right positions. The tires, like I said, I'm leaving them as they are. A little bit of a patina finish, so the chrome is kind of rubbing off slowly on the other side as well. But I like these tires. I like the way it sits. And let's take a look at the body of the car. I've got the copper bare metal foil. It's the first pass. It looks great, but in some cases, like over here, it came off. I wanted to see what it would look like if I touched up the piece that came off here, and it really looks like crap. So but this will all be stripped down again, but that's the progress. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm going to detail the headlights a little bit more. Again, this is a little technique that I use to keep the windshield in place. and it's just basically a little C bracket. You can't see it, but it's designed. If you use certain types of glue on these clear plastics, it'll fog up. And as I mentioned before, I'm pretty good at fogging things up. So I try to make sure that it's just a kind of a pressure mount type system that holds it in place with very little effort. And it works. So if you guys like these videos, please subscribe. Feel free to comment. This is a custom that I'm doing for Pooch. He hasn't paid me anything for it. I'm not seeking payment for it. I don't do customs for money. I know you guys do some awesome customs out there, and you make a decent profit from them. But that's just I'm a fan of the art, so I pick out different people that I make customs for. So far, I've made one for Seth, the Sethster, and this one's for the Pooch, and I've got in mind my next couple of victims. The initial concept was to do a partial, and you guys do something, and I'll probably reach out to different people to see if they'd like to do that, the next person I pick. But it looks like I'm probably just going to be doing a custom, and if you don't like what I do, you got a free custom, and probably a donor car for wheels. But I hope you guys like this. Happy cracking, and this is another quality Pooch Man production. Thanks.